Hi everyone, this is YE Merch, and today I have another vintage Latin textbook. This one is Latin is Fun, Book 1, and this was around 1989, early 90s. I guess that kind of counts as vintage now, because it's a little over, I think, 30 years. I'm not good at math, so that might be more or less 30 years from now. But the pages are starting to turn yellow, so let's just say it's old from that. This page is bent a little. And this textbook is used to teach very young children Latin, as opposed to a high school or college class. So maybe this is for elementary or middle school students. And you'll see why in a few seconds. So first you'll see in the table of contents there is an outline for the chapters. And what I've noticed, if you're a Latin teacher or something, what I've noticed from this one is that it uses a lot of post-classical words, as well as using J instead of I for its consonant use. It's nice that it gives you a pronunciation guide. Most Latin textbooks, like I think Cambridge Latin Course and Ecce Romani, don't use a pronunciation guide. So you'll see there are lots of fill-in-the-blank type of activities in here. And there are a lot of pictures. They expect that you create your own meanings based on what you see in the picture. So this is a good example of that. You have here a few vocab words with pictures. They never translate it for you once if there's a picture. Sometimes if you're reading a story, it could be glossed on the side where they'll tell you what it means in English, but otherwise they don't translate it for you. So you're supposed to either rely on the picture, or if you really don't know what it is, you're supposed to ask your teacher. This is definitely one for people who are learning Latin in a class rather than people who are trying to learn it on their own. Although you could. Maybe you might just need a dictionary or something to correct you. It reminds me of Lingua Latina per se illustrata, which is completely in Latin. This is sort of like that, except that there is a little bit of English. Some of the instructions are in English. And, of course, the glosses are sometimes there. So but otherwise, there are a lot of fill-in-the-blank type activities, a lot of pictures. Here's a story, like a paragraph for you to translate, and here are the glosses with the Latin word and the English word next to it. And the way it teaches you is you observe the patterns first before it tells you what it is. I don't have the second book, so I wouldn't really know how far it goes. It's more, I think this one only goes up to the perfect and imperfect tenses. I'm sure it doesn't go very much further than all the indicative verb forms and all of the declensions. I'm sure it doesn't go any further than that. I'm sure it doesn't do subjunctive or anything. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, maybe this video might bore you to sleep. I guess we should, this is a good example of some stuff here. Some vocab words. Let's tilt the camera a little. That didn't really help. So, these are some class words here. If I hadn't known what these meant, I would kind of have a hard time trying to figure them out, because there are multiple things in the pictures. So this one says magister, that's a male teacher. Magistra is a female teacher. Liber is a book. Discipulus is a male student. Discipula is a female student. Carta is paper. The word I've been taught for paper is like papyrus and papyrus. I think carta might be a little bit later on. I could be wrong. Maybe they just didn't tell me the other word. Scola, or ludus, is a school. There are different kinds of schools. So I assume because this is meant for elementary school, they mean an elementary school. Classis is a class. Calamus is a pen. Librarium is it's a bookshelf. I know it looks like it would mean library, but it's actually a bookshelf. Volumen is a scroll. Subcellium is a bench. Tabula is a wax tablet. This part would be full of wax, like solid wax, and you would scrape at the wax, like inscribe into it with a stylus. You'd like basically scratch your words into the wax, and if you made a mistake, you'd have to pour more wax in there and try it again. This is atramentum, which is ink. I'm not sure if they would have had one of these in Roman times, but I could be wrong. That's regula, is a ruler. Cathedra is a chair, although the word I've been taught for chair is sella. This could be the teacher's chair, though. I'm not sure. Fenestra is window, and janua is door. Notice the J there. I would write it with an I, because J hasn't been invented yet during the Roman times. That was a medieval thing. So, I wish I had more of these old Latin textbooks, so then I could just look through a whole bunch of them, but I don't have that many. Oh yes, it has these little comics there at the end of the chapters, so you can translate this. And it has an empty version of it too, so you can fill in the blanks. Not only does it do Latin to English translation, but it also expects you to do some English to Latin translation, or to think on your own in Latin and write it down, I guess. I think it's very cute. It looks sort of like, these remind me of newspaper comics, the style that they're drawn in. Sometimes they're a little unsettling. These are my favorite ones. My favorite part of this book. It's I don't know how to explain this. The review section, because it looks so neat, and there are these little activities and stuff. So maybe I can do some of these. I had like a piece of paper, but I don't. So, oh well. Let's try this one. Using the clues on the left, write the Latin words that begin with the letters in the word gladiator or gladiator. So over here you'd be writing, gladiator, and that would be a hint as to what these words would be. So let's try to figure that out. The first word for chicken starts with G, so that's Gallina, Gallina. The word for school is Ludus, starts with L. For donkey, Asinus, a schoolboy, which is kind of odd because, a student, male student. I think that's a better word to use. It's less clunky. This is Discipulus. A baby is Infans. Athlete is Atleta. Tablet is Tabula. Obedient. That's not really one that I know. I don't remember this one. It's probably obedience or something like that. And rapid is probably rapidus. Some of these words I am unfamiliar with, actually, because we weren't taught anything practical in my Latin class. Like, nothing you would really use to speak to someone. It's more like to translate. No offense to those who've taught me Latin, but I wish I could speak to people in Latin. Second part. Oh, we have here some verbs. Let's try these. I have cantare is to sing. See, if I didn't know, I would assume that it would be, like to play an instrument, because she's playing a lyre. Salutare is to greet. Portare is to carry. Ambulare is to walk. Natare to swim. Entrare to enter. Laborare to work. Potare to drink, although I've also heard bibere is to drink. Visitare to visit. Gustare to taste. Lavare to wash. Amare to love. Auscultare is to listen to or to hear, except we use audire, although, yeah, I guess you could use that. I like the picture that they had here. Spectare is to watch or to look at, and clamare is to shout. I really like the way they structured this textbook. They make logical sense the way that you would learn them. They don't really try to rush you on the grammar. It's really heavy on vocab. Same. I'm sure that there is like a newer version of this. But apparently this has been collecting dust in our Latin class for such a long time that they said, you can keep it. Here's some more verbs, I guess. Let's look at those. Sedere is to sit. Hendere is to hang. Ridere is to laugh. Movere, to move. Mordere, to bite. Videre, to see. Jacere, is this to hide? I think it's to hide. No. Oh, it's to lie. To lie down. This J is throwing me off. Latere is to hide. Silere is to be quiet. Timere, to be afraid. Tenere, to have or to hold. Terere is to frighten. I'm sorry for the car noises in the back. There's, for some reason, a lot of cars today. It's like nighttime. No one should really be moving around. Look at that. Nice name, Senator Poopy Anus. They really did have to choose that name, didn't they? Oh my god. Senator Poopy Anus. Poor guy. What a poor guy. Oh, they also tell you how to find derivatives of Latin words in English. So, if you're like a little kid, you can act all smart because you know all these big words. It takes you how many chapters? It takes you 8 chapters to get to counting. Usually in modern languages, they get on that right away. Like that's like basic stuff. But for us, it usually is the least of the priorities. Oh wow, word problems with math in Latin. Imagine that. What if you had to do your math in Latin? Same. Now, here's the review section. So I guess if you were teaching off of this and you wanted to make a test, this would be like the go-to pages if you really want a summary of the chapters. Ooh, let's try this crossword. If I can remember. Oh no. Let's just try. Wait, why did I say crossword? It's a word search. I'm not going to write in this book though. Alright, let's see. Would this take me a long time? Probably not. So the first one is to look at. That's videre. There. Maybe this might not be the best one. Look at this. Just do the first 5. To shout. That's clamare. There it is. Clamare. To save. This is probably salvare. I wonder. If it goes backwards. Oh, maybe that could work too. Servare. That makes sense. Yeah. Why am I thinking salvare? That's to say hello. That's to be healthy. That's servare. That's right there. To sweat. I think that's esurio. Oh, esurare. Esurire. I don't remember that word because I don't think I've ever learned that. I don't. Okay, let's skip that one. I don't actually know what the word is that I'm looking for. Let's do the drink. That is. There it is. Potare. Okay. Oh, there's an actual crossword. I'm gonna totally do this one day. Ooh, let's do the fortune teller thing. I just adjust myself. Okay. Let's try that. So choose a number from 2 to 8. Let's try 8. Let's see. Okay. And then starting from the upper left corner and moving from left to right, write down all the letters that appear under that number in Latin. So we picked 8. So S, U, C. S, U, C. It's gonna be suck. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It is. S-U-C-C. It spells suck. Memes. Okay. E. S. That's nice. That's really vague, though. It's, successus, which is a success. Well, I hope. I hope I do really well in whatever I'm gonna be doing. Okay. Come on. Part 3. Oh, that's nice. Some third conjugation verbs. Curere is to run, scribere is to write, legere to read, emere to buy, vendere to sell, and dicere to say. Oh, there's more. Ludere to play, ducere to lead, vincere to win. It could also mean to conquer. Cadere to fall, edere to eat, frangere to break, quaerere to ask, vadere to walk or to go, and gerere to wear. That's nice. Same. I want to find a long story for me to just fully read. Oh, there's some occupations. That's nice. See, I would really have a hard time figuring this out if I didn't really know that much about like Roman culture and stuff like that. Like, for example, I would not know what I actually didn't know what this was before I looked it up. Apparently this is a boxer. Some sort of fighter. More verbs. Yay. I don't know why I'm telling you all the verbs today. I just feel like it. Audire is to listen. Venire to come or to arrive. Dormire to sleep. Esurire to be hungry. That's what it is. Why did I think that was this way? Aperire to open. Sitire to be thirsty. Reperire to find. We also use invenire is also to find, salire to jump, and finire to finish. Any of you guys who speak Romance languages, are you guys finding anything similar? Because right now I'm also learning Italian. I'm finding so many similarities. It's just that pronunciation will trip me up every time. I love the way that they wrote this title. Like, it's different for a change. I like that the monster is also wearing Roman clothes. Like, he's out here in his tunic and everything too. Like, yeah. Ooh. Another review section. I think it does a review every 3 chapters. Of course, there's things for you to do in those reviews. Ooh, let's try this. It's a like a word jumble. Let's try to figure out what that is. The unscrambled words will form a sentence. I'm probably wrong with this. This is probably primus first. This is probably usque. Why did I say it like that? Usque. Until. So that doesn't make any sense so far. Semper. Always. Winkty? Winkty doesn't sound correct. Is that always like the first always wins? I'm not sure. Okay, I probably have no clue what I'm doing. I've actually never done any of the activities in this book, so I wouldn't know what the correct answers are. Are you guys asleep yet? Part 4. Oh, we got here a carrot stick. Of course, it's not a YU merch video without a carrot stick, you know. Carrot stick. Like I said, they use a lot of post-classical words. Like, for example, the Romans would have not had bananas. This is a banana, right? I don't think it's corn. They wouldn't have had that either. But they did have some of these other things. They did have, like, milk and stuff like that. I like that they chose this word. I think this is for soup, because I'm pretty sure jus juris also means, like, law or justice or something like that. So, you know, just a nice steaming bowl of justice. Or I could be thinking of another word. This means salad. So, Acetaria Caesaria is Caesar salad. Not sure what caro is supposed to be. It'd be nice if they told me. Neither do I know what this is. It could be a radish. Doesn't look like it kind of looks like an eggplant, but those little markings on the side tell me otherwise. Yeah, I don't think they would have had a banana back then. Interesting. Vexillum est rubrum album et caeruleum. The flag is red, white, and blue. So this was made for Americans, I guess. Some words about nature. You can't even see half of that, sorry. That's very odd that they get to talking about the house very late in this book. 15 chapters until you get to that. That's interesting. The word that they use for, never mind, I saw it. Never mind. Yeah, there it is, sella, chair. I think this might just mean a chair in general. See, as you progress throughout the chapters, the translation assignments get longer. Telling time. Now imagine telling time, but in Latin. I'm sure they wouldn't have, I mean, they probably wouldn't have done it like this because they had sundials and water clocks. I don't think they would have told time like this, but of course this is, you're teaching to a modern audience. So, yeah. I don't have a clock in front of me because then I could have told you the time in Latin, but I can't because I don't have anything to tell time with in front of me. This non-Roman banana. Dang it, Oppius, just get your life together, dude. Oppius has just served a meal in a restaurant, but he has forgotten a few things. Come on, Oppius. Carrot stick. Part 5. See, it gets to the higher numbers. I'm sure this is a 1 year thing. No, maybe even 2 years. If I was teaching this for middle school, 2 years, definitely. It would take so long till we get to the higher numbers. I find this textbook very cute because, I don't know, I just wish that I had this when I was a little kid. It's just, this guy's swole. There's Roman mythology and religion. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, I thought Karis was holding a carrot stick. She's not. Oh, there we go. There's names of the planets and everything. Earth, of course, is called Terra. I see that they're adding less pictures. Here's our review. Part 6. Clothing. I didn't even know that there was a word for hat, because apparently they weren't so big on hats. Unless you count a helmet as a hat. Notice some of these are just like, they're just all text now. Some things you might see in a Roman town, or just Rome itself as a city. That makes sense. Yeah, there's apartments. The word for market, macellum. Even the comics are starting to have longer speech bubbles. Ooh, some stuff about the Roman military. So we have here miles, soldier, imperator. It could be emperor, but it's like a high-ranking official. Like, I don't know if this would be. It's definitely not a centurion, because there's a separate word for that. It's right here. I'll remember eventually. Scutum is shield, gladius is sword, galea is helmet, pilum is like a spear, javelin type thing. Curriculum is a chariot, actually. There's a centurion. Lorica is the armor. Castra is the camp. Belteus is a belt. Caliga is a boot. Eques, horse. Exercitus, an army. And signum is a standard. This one specifically would be an eagle, so an aquila. That's beautiful. I like this picture. It's definitely not like the other pictures that were in this one. Very cartoony. This one's like, it's a little more detailed. Look at this little dude. He's just chilling here. Here we go. Geography. Perfect. So, yeah, these are all the places that the Romans would have recognized. This entire thing was Greece? It can't be. Okay, yeah, let's read that. This entire thing. This is gonna sound like super biased. I'm just looking at it right now. It just sounds like it was written by like an ancient Roman. I'm not gonna translate this. Ab initio Roma erat oppidum parum in media Italia in ripa fluminis tiberis. Murus altus oppidum protexit. Cives Romani erant agricolae, agros extramuros araverunt. Sed Romani etiam milites duri erant, quotidia in campo martio se exerguerunt. sic parati bello sempererant. Simul ac finitimi agros Romanos invaserunt, exercitus Romanus hostes fugavit. Hoc modo Roma paulatim totam Italiam vicit. Postquam Romani Italiam vicerunt, Siciliam quoque vicerunt. Sicilia est insula non procul ab Italia. Sicilia erat prima provincia Romae. Postquam Romani Siciliam vicerunt, cum Hispanis pugnaverunt, deinde cum Gallis et Germanis pugnaverunt. Quoniam milites Romani fortes et duri erant, semper victores in bello erant. Mox Roma multas provincias habuit. Milites Romani vias per totam Italiam muniverunt, sic exercitus Romanus in omnes partes celeriter iter facere potuit. Prima via nomine via Appia in meridiem duxit, alia via in septentriones duxit ad Galliam et Germaniam et Sarmatiam, alia via in occidentem duxit ad Hispaniam et Britanniam, alia via in orientem duxit ad Graeciam et Asiam et Syriam. Cum primum Romani gentes externas vicerunt, pacem cum eis fecerunt. I'm sure they did. Gentes externae mox mores Romanos et linguam Latinem didicerunt. Omnes gentes ius Romanum acceperunt. Pax Romana erat ubique. See, I told you ius iuris meant law. A nice steaming bowl of law. Oh, that's cute. That's a nice sentence there. Potes ne dicere Latine? And I would respond, non possum dicere Latine. And then, this is nice. Optas ne dicere Latine? Sure. Sic. Ego opto dicere Latine. I want to speak Latin. Volo dicere Latine. I love this situation here. A Roman merchant is taking a business trip around the Roman Empire. Wow, this dude is not going to live. That's a long business trip, dude. You don't have a plane. You're going to be doing this all on foot, unless you've got a horse. Wow, look at that. It's like a map. Nice. They expect you to write. Look at this. A full page of nothing but lines. They expect you to write all of this in Latin. That's beautiful. Achievement test. Imagine that. Yeah, there we go. That's the end of it. And then it has a dictionary at the end, so you can look up all of your Latin vocab and find what it means in English. And of course, it's the other way around too, so if you want an English word to be in Latin, that's the other way. An index of grammatical topics. An index of topical topics. And some pages intentionally left blank that are starting to turn. Oh, what is that? Is that blood? Okay. They're starting to turn a little bit brown. There's the back of it. Oh, but this is a long book. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for listening. Unless you're asleep right now, then you're probably not listening to me. But I hope you felt relaxed, and I hope you enjoyed